All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. Just a couple of seconds to let everyone enter this webinar. Just a couple seconds. Thank you for your patience. All right. So again, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. Today, we will be talking about the Meta Small Business Training. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. All right. So hello, everyone. My name is Erwin Silva, Regional Manager and Technical Assistance Representative with Los Angeles County Economic Development Corporation. All right. So a little bit about Los Angeles County, or the LAEDC, also known as Los Angeles County Economic Development Corporation. LAEDC is a nonprofit 501c3. LAEDC was founded in 1981 as a nonprofit public benefit organization. LAEDC champions equitable economic growth across the Los Angeles region. All right, so LAEDC has a website specialized in providing businesses, business owners, sole proprietors, and the local community with abundance of resources and information. The very helpful filter system allows you to filter specifics for your business needs, as well as a filter for your business industry. That website is www.laedc.org/coronavirus. All right, Together for LA. So Together for LA is a strategic partnership to strengthen and support women in diverse-owned small businesses in Los Angeles County as they strive to recover from the economic crisis wrought by the COVID-19 pandemic. No-cost technical assistance and connections to small business resources are made available through a generous grant from Wells Fargo's Open for Business. So down at the bottom, you can see some of our partners as well as who we are sponsored by, which is Wells Fargo. Okay, technical assistance. So LAEDC offers business and technical assistance with complimentary and confidential consulting to small businesses across all industry sectors. A team of multilingual business assistance experts like myself are available countywide. We help businesses overcome challenges so they can grow and hire with resources. All right, so depending on your specific needs, we will identify what services or resources are available to you and your business during our one-on-one consultation. So just a reminder, I will be getting in contact with each one of you guys to determine what technical assistance you guys are needing at that time and to schedule a time for a confidential and complimentary consultation. All right, we are your connection to resources. So again, depending on what services you are seeking, we will connect and guide you with a live representative or direct contact information to assist you and inform you of the next steps you could take. So again, depending on whatever it is, if you're looking to hire, workforce, financing, permit assistance, energy efficiencies, whatever it is, it's just a brief little map of how exactly we connect you. Again, that is with the live individual. We understand that it might be difficult to get in contact with someone, so we definitely are here to assist. All right, so I also want to take a moment and introduce you to the Safer at Work website. So this comprehensive website and employer portal is presented by the state of California to assist employers and workers regarding updated guidance on best practices for specific industries and locations relative to COVID-19 compliance and safety. So we all know staying up to date with certain regulations and protocols is hard to keep track of, especially the changes with COVID-19. So this website allows you to stay up to date and read more about the new changes or regulations that are implemented or that will be implemented. So on the right-hand side, COVID-19 employer portal for industry guidance, a one-stop hub for employers during COVID-19. First bullet point says, answer a few questions to generate a customized roadmap with the latest guidance for state, your area, and your industry. So what steps to take when a worker gets COVID-19 and links to online trainings and other helpful resources. So like I said in the first bullet points, you answer a few questions and it generates a customized roadmap for your questions to answer your questions. That website is www.saferatwork.ca.gov. All right, now I want to go ahead and introduce Mayra Vasquez. Mayra currently leads Meta's local policy and community engagement efforts in Chicago and Los Angeles, actively building community and providing access and opportunities to Facebook programs and resources. We are proud to share that she is also an LAEDC board member. Maida has joined us this morning to welcome you all on behalf of Meta before we begin the presentation. Maida, it's all yours.
Thank you, Erwin. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Meta Boost. Thank you for taking the time to be here today. This has been months in the making, and we're glad to finally bring this digital marketing training to you all. The last 2 years have been extraordinary. We've seen how people have learned and appreciated just how important small businesses are to their communities, especially right here in Los Angeles. Many would say it's what makes LA unique and vibrant. Small businesses and those they serve are the heartbeat of our community. During this economic recovery phase, we've seen how small businesses continue to rely on our platforms, including Facebook and Instagram, to grow and communicate with their clients. We hope you have valuable takeaways from this training. And as always, we want to hear your feedback. How can we better support you? Thanks again for joining today. Back to you, Erwin.
All right, thank you so much, Maida. All right, now we're gonna shortly get started with our presentation, but before that, I wanna go ahead and introduce Tristan Sutton. So Tristan Sutton is a certified lead trainer on behalf of Facebook ad consultant and marketing strategist who works with organizations and entrepreneurs who want to learn how to increase their revenue and brand awareness by effectively using Facebook and Instagram ads. He has trained over 4,000 professionals on how to use social media to attract and convert their target market and is excited to work with you. Please welcome Tristan Sutton.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for that great introduction. I'm excited to be here. Let me get my screen shared so we can jump into the PowerPoint presentation. All right, like they said, I am Tristan from Houston, Texas, and I'm excited to be here today to teach you how to use Facebook and Instagram and another cool tool called Business Suite to take your business to the next level. So let's take care of some house cleaning first. As you all may know, the Facebook company is now Meta. So with that comes a name change, but that's because we're now focusing on building for the metaverse and unlocking the next generation of social connection. So in case you're not familiar with what the metaverse is, it's a set of interconnected digital spaces that lets you do things that you can't do in the physical world. Now, this new version of the internet will integrate into our daily lives more seamlessly. When this vision comes to life in about 5 to 10 years, you better do things you can't do in the physical world with people you can't physically be with. And this will create new ways to get closer to your customers and people who might be interested in your business. All of this is going to start with the work you're doing to connect with your customers on our platform today. And that's what you're here to learn about. So let's go ahead and get started with the training and get creative with Instagram, Facebook, and the Business Suite. All right, so let's do a quick overview of what you're going to be learning today. We have 2 sessions for you. In this first one, we're going to talk about how to raise awareness of your business, how to share content consistently to make sure your customers remember your business when they're ready to make a purchase. And if you could, it's going to be somewhat interactive. In the chat section, if you could type in a few things like consistency. It's going to be very important when we talk about Facebook and Instagram. And then the third thing we're going to talk about during the first half is how to use Business Suite to save post and save time. All right. So starting off, to raise awareness for your business on Facebook and Instagram, you can create content that attracts your followers' attention. That's really the key to success on our platforms, amongst other things, but making sure that you have that consistent content that's going to draw and attract the attention of your target market on a consistent basis is what's going to help you win on our suite of tools. Now, a critical part of managing your business online is sharing these pieces of content and updates consistently. People come to your Facebook page and Instagram profile to learn more about your business, hear updates, and discover promotions. Everyone loves a good sale, so they want to see what you got going on. Now, keep in mind that you can tell your business's story on Facebook and Instagram in various formats. So you're probably familiar with the very first one, post. But you may not be too familiar with our second one, stories, which we're going to talk about later, which has a great opportunity for you right now. And then the last one, live video broadcast. It's still a great and powerful tool to help you connect with customers and potentially make more sales for your business. Now, on Facebook and Instagram, you're going to share these posts, but when you create a post on Facebook, you can do things like share photos, videos, tell people more about your business, remind them if you have any upcoming events, do a poll or a survey for your audience, and be able to share these results with these surveys in stories, live videos, and things of that nature. Now on Instagram, our other platform, if you didn't know, we own both. You can share visually appealing photos or videos and edit them right within the app using our creative tools that are built in. So you don't have to worry about third-party applications and things like that going forward. You can also think about how you want to create a look and feel that aligns with your brand and using relevant hashtags and mentions to help draw, once again, more attention to your business and create more opportunities for you. You also want to make sure that you're using Facebook and Instagram to highlight your business offerings. Make sure it's clear that your audience knows what it is you offer and who you serve. So keep that in mind going forward when you're thinking of your content. Now, we're going to go have some joint activities during this presentation. So I want you to have your pen and paper down or something that you can have some notes that you have some writable moments, but also we're going to go over some high level steps in here. So if you get kind of lost or overwhelmed, don't worry. We have resources at the end that will teach you step by step over everything that we're covering today. So if we feel we're moving too fast, don't worry. We got you at the end. We have some modules that are going to walk you through step by step. But I say all that to say, let's go ahead and get into this next portion where we're going to talk about the different formats you can use to create your post. So on Facebook, it's pretty straightforward. You've seen posts all the time, but we're going to walk through quickly on how to create a post directly from your Facebook business page, because there is a difference between your personal profile and your business page. Okay. So when you create a post, you can do things such as include images from the Facebook camera. So yes, if you weren't aware, you could take pictures directly from the Facebook app on your phone and upload them directly to Facebook and or Instagram. You can also use the images or videos that you already have saved on your phone, or this known as camera phone, or basically what's already saved on your mobile device. You can also create posts to optimize people sending you messages and things like that. And lastly, if you want to conduct business on WhatsApp, you can also engage people on that platform as well. That is also owned by Meta. All right, so let's go ahead and walk through creating a sample Facebook business page post that's going to help people get to know a little bit more about your business and what you have to offer. So what you're going to do first is go to your Facebook business page on your mobile device, and you're going to click Start, and you're going to see Create a Post, okay? Once you've done that, you're going to have a few options. But what you really want to do is first, you want to type some compelling copy or your text. This is the caption that's going to give context to what your image or video is going to be. Once you've typed your copy, you're going to choose photo or video. And now you can upload either that picture or that video. And now this is what your post will look like to the World Wide Web, and specifically to those who are connected to your page or maybe searching. Now let's transition to stories. Now, post is pretty common. That's been around since we started, but stories is still fairly new. And a lot of people don't really understand the importance of it. Well, it's a full screen and immersive formative tool that allows you to make a powerful impression and feature your products and services in unique ways that help you stand out from your competition. Stories also offer interactive features that you can engage directly with your followers. Now, if you're looking for ways to kind of stand out, if you're in a competitive niche, stories is a great way, because guess what? If they're scrolling and looking at your posts, there's still opportunity for them to see the post ahead of you or below you. But if you create stories consistently, there's a consistency word again, when they open it up on their device, it takes up the full screen. So they only can focus on what it is that you're promoting at that time. And when we share a story on Instagram, you can use, once again, our creative tools that are built in to make your content more engaging and interactive for your audience. Now, after you've added your photo or video to your story, you can do things such as use tools like text. You can use our location tag. So if you want people to come to your physical location, you can just have a button where they can click and go there. You can use different colors to doodle and make little writing and text to make it a little bit more colorful and stand out, so on and so forth. And we even have colorful or moving stickers that, once again, it's going to draw their attention to what it is you're promoting in that story. and have an opportunity to create more connections with your audience. So what we're going to do next is build an Instagram story that features a new product launch. So first things first, you're going to start by finding a high quality photo of your product or service. Once you've done that, you're going to add some text that tells your audience that you're releasing a new product soon. And you get a chance to experiment with different color options, fonts, and things of that nature. And you want to try to find what's closest to what your brand already has. So if you use teal on your website, you can find teal in our color portfolio as well. And you also can add different stickers once again to make it stand out. So we talked about that first on Facebook, but you can also do the exact same thing on Instagram as well. Now you can also go live on Facebook and Instagram. So if you are a little nervous about video, this is a great place to learn how to master it because it gives you a chance to really connect with your audience. And the cool thing about going live on our platforms is they get notified depending on how their settings are set up once you get ready to go live. So that way you're going to have a lot more opportunity to be more interactive, get more eyes on your content, and get more engagement when you have a live video as opposed to a pre-recorded video. Both work really well, but live video still has that that really makes people go, hey, I need to go check out what they're saying because they're going live on the World Wide Web. Now, let's talk about live video broadcast for a second. When you go live, you can use tools to engage directly with your audience. Now, here's some features that you can use to make your video a little bit more interactive. First, you can pin comments to your live feed. So as people are watching your video, and if they say things like, hey, I've had a great experience with this business, I highly recommend them, you can pin that comment to the top of the video. So as new people are coming in and watching, that could be the first comment they see. So kind of keep that in mind when you're going live. And what kind of comments would help me further promote my business, my brand, and my opportunities to my clients? You can also answer audience questions directly. So if they have a question right there in the feed or in the comments, you can answer it right there. Or here's a pro tip. Let's say you plan on going live on Friday, maybe on Monday in your stories on Facebook and or Instagram, you can do a poll or a survey and ask your audience some questions of what they would like to hear you discuss on your live video on Friday. And then voila, on Friday, you have exactly what you know your audience wants to know about, and that's the content that you can record. And they're going to feel great that you address their questions specifically during your live video feed. And then you can also share photos and videos during your live session. So kind of like how we're on Zoom, I'm sharing this PowerPoint with you. If you wanted to share videos or pictures of your products or services during your Facebook or Instagram live feed, you can do that as well to draw the point more at home. All right, so real quick, we're going to walk you through 4 steps on how to go live on Facebook and or on Facebook. So first things first, navigate to your Facebook business page, not personal. And guess what? You can also go live from your group or your Facebook event page. So if you have an active group on Facebook, you can go live within that group and only your group members will be notified that you're actually live right now. And then if you have an event page, so let's say if you have a workshop, a seminar, or something of that nature, from that event page, you can actually do a live video stream. So I kind of want to go over that with you real quick. So step 2 is once you've gone to your Facebook business page, you'll see a button that says live. Tap that one, and then this screen pops up and it gives you an opportunity to type a description of what your video is. So here's a pro tip. A lot of people go live and don't type what the video is about. Tell them what the video is. So if you're giving a quick tutorial, you're having a client testimonial, you're doing a webinar, something of the effect, let them know exactly what it is they're watching because people are busy and they get easily distracted, but you want to make sure they understand what it is you're offering and they will appreciate it more. And then lastly, tap start live video. And then voila, you are now live on Facebook. And it's a very similar process to Instagram. So for the sake of time, we're going to go ahead and wrap this session up and then transition into our next, which is Business Suite, which is all about putting more time back into your day as a business owner. All right, so what we talked about during this first session is how to use post, stories, and live video to increase awareness of your business. Then we talked about how to post consistently to make your business easy and more recognizable on Facebook and Instagram. And then lastly, we talked about how to use stories and live video to make sure you take your business to the next level. But we're going to talk about Business Suite next, which is one of my favorite tools, and hopefully it'll be yours soon. All right, so if you're not familiar with Business Suite, This is all about you as the business owner and the consumer. We're talking about how to save time by creating and managing posts and stories on Facebook and Instagram from one place. We're also going to talk about how to connect with customers and manage conversations and notifications with help from automation. Then we're going to talk about how to grow your business with analyzing your insights on your posts and ads to make sure you understand what's working and what's not working. And then we're going to talk about how to boost a post, which once you know what's working, then you can know what to put a little bit of money behind to get more eyes and awareness to what it is that you have to offer. So let's go ahead and get into it. Meta Business Suite is a free tool. Everybody type free in the chat for me. It's a free tool that enables you to manage all of your business activities across Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger. Now, keep in mind, before this tool, if you wanted to go check and see how your comments are doing on Instagram, your messages, you'd have to go to the Instagram app. Then if you want to go check it out on Facebook, you have to close the Instagram app, then go open the Facebook app, go to your page and do the same thing. But now guess what? You can access both platforms, all the data you need, messages, comments, reactions, responses from the Business Suite tool. So you only have to open one app now to access both platforms. Same thing with Messenger. So once again, we're trying to put more time back into your life so you can enjoy more of using our tools to grow your business. So now currently Meta Business Suite offers these tools to help you stay connected with the customers and manage your online presence across all these platforms. Once again, this includes scheduling posts ahead of time, responding to messages and comments, and interpreting your performance and advertising, once again, from one app. So if you've been using several different third-party apps, some paid, maybe some free, you can now consolidate that into Business Suite because you can schedule, you can look at multiple platforms, and respond to messages, once again, all from one place. So if you have a social media manager, this is going to save them a lot of time and potentially save you a lot of money depending on what you're paying out for those services. So let's break it down a little bit further. With Meta Business Suite, you can manage all of this activity in one place. It allows you to schedule your posts, stories, and ads in advance. So when you hear people talk about set it and forget it, this is kind of some of the things they're talking about. If you already know that you're going to be having a sale for summer, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Black Friday, right now in the month of May, you can go ahead and schedule that out a weeks, months, and even years in advance. And that way you can once again focus on your business, your clients, and your family. You can also use the Meta Business Inbox tool to create automated messages and connect with customers from one centralized location. And here's one of my favorites. You can access your insights directly from the Business Suite and look at how your posts and ads are performing on Facebook and Instagram. So to get the most out of the Business Suite tool, you're going to want to do this. Connect your Facebook business page to your Instagram business profile. So if you are only using your personal Facebook profile and your personal Instagram profile, this won't connect for you. It has to be a business page and a business account on both halves. All right. So now there are two ways that you can access the Meta Business Suite. You can do it from desktop. So log into your Facebook account that's associated with your business, and you can go directly to Business Suite. And if you prefer mobile devices, phones and tablets, things of that nature, you can either go to the App Store or the Google Play Store and then download it straight from there. And you can manage your business from a mobile device or a tablet. Now, Meta Business Suite allows you to keep up with your communities on Facebook and Instagram by posting and engaging with your content all from one place. Once again, you want to first make sure your accounts are connected. And then you want to start looking at the opportunities to start scheduling your posts, publishing and editing from there. Get familiar with the software. That way it'll be your go-to. And that way, once again, you have more opportunity to put more time back in your schedule. It even allows you to create and manage your photo and video albums on Facebook. Now with the Business Suite tool, you can create, publish, and once again, schedule stories right from this tool. And once again, stories are a great way to share your photos and videos and interact with people. So let's walk through quickly how to do this from the Business Suite. And if you don't have the tool already downloaded, don't worry, there's a resource for you at the end. So what you would do is go to the Business Suite tool, tap Create Story, And then now you can click on the Post and Stories tab, and from there, it will allow you to directly create your story and promote it from the Business Suite. Now, to ensure you create your posts and stories efficiently, the Business Suite tool has features that help you streamline your content creation, such as you can save your post as drafts. So let's say you want to get started with an idea, but a customer calls or walks in and you got to put your phone down. Now you can go back to that and you don't have to worry about losing the time you spent on that. You can also preview posts before you share them. So if you're concerned about, typos, spell checks, things like that, or if you uploaded the right picture, trust me, I've made that mistake before. You can do this view it right before you post it and the World Wide Web sees it. And on Instagram, you can make sure that they all have that same consistent feel and look as well. And then finally, you can go back to your scheduled posts and even edit them before they're posted. So let's say you have a post scheduled for your Black Friday sale, but you want to go ahead and change the website that you have in there, or maybe the time. You can go back and edit. So don't feel like you're locked in once you schedule something. You can always go back and change it and make adjustments. So real quick, what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through how to schedule a post with the Meta Business Suite. And then once again, there's a module that teaches you step-by-step at a slower pace on how to do that. So first, what you're going to do is go to the Business Suite tool. Then you're going to see the blue box that has a cross in it. That's the create post symbol. Click on that. And then next, pretty straightforward, like our previous post, you're going to add your text, your video, your picture, your compelling copy, things of that nature. And then once you're done, you're going to see the next option. Tap that, and then it'll give you the publishing options. You're going to select schedule for later. And the cool thing about this is it lets you schedule for the date and time. So if you want a post to go out next Thursday at 9:09 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you could be that specific with it. You can even, once again, save them as a draft in case you're just not quite ready for it to go live yet. And then lastly, you can preview your post on Facebook and Instagram. And then once you've done that, all you have to do now is tap publish, and your post is now scheduled. And now you can put your device down and get back to working on your business or spend time doing something else you love. Now, the Meta Business Suite can also help you to prioritize and manage your business activity throughout the day. This tool is so cool because it allows you to view all of your critical alerts, messages, comments, and other activity across Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger, once again, from one centralized location. Responding to your customers via message, DM, things like that is a great way to build that trust and connection with new customers and strengthen relationships with existing ones. The Meta Business Suite displays all of your communication once again in one centralized place to help you stay connected. So you don't have to go to Instagram to reply to one DM, then Facebook Messenger for another, or WhatsApp. You can do all of this from one centralized location. It also is going to help you track important updates on Facebook and your Instagram accounts, like your audience engagement, your unread notifications. You want to make sure you get back to those, and all of this from one simple home tab. It even allows you to respond to customers promptly, which is very crucial these days in the internet age. And it also allows you to monitor all of your messages and comments you receive on Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger. You can also even filter your inbox to see unread messages and mark those messages to move them out of the main inbox. So kind of think of it like your Outlook or your main work email, because a lot of people do treat their inbox like an email account. So depending on how you have your business set up, but we've implemented some tools to help make it a lot more efficient for you and easier to use. And so you'll use it consistently. Also, when you have new offerings, consider sharing them directly with your customers via a message that they've sent to you. Now, to help you save time when messaging your customers, you can also create automated responses. Let's look at a company called Little Lemon and how they use automated responses to communicate with their customers directly. First, you see that they have a welcome message to greet new people once they've messaged them. So once someone inboxes them, there's an automatic response. Once again, saving them more time. You can also use an away message to tell people that you'll be responding later. So if you know you're going to be away from the office for a few days, vacation, conference, things like that, even right now you're away on this seminar, then you can let them know that, hey, I'll be available within the next 2 hours. Please call the office or something to the nature. That way you don't leave them in limbo. You can also use saved replies to answer frequently asked questions. So if you get those same questions over and over again, what's your address? What's your phone number? What's your email? If it's very tedious to respond to those consistently, you can have a canned response, type it one time, save it, and then once someone inbox you, you can just click a couple of buttons and reply with that saved response. And then you can go, once again, put your device back down and get back to working on your business. So let's walk through that really quickly together. We're going to first start by setting up a saved response in the business suite via your mobile app. So first thing you're going to do is, if you have one, go to a previous conversation in your inbox with a customer. Then you're going to tap on the speech bubble icon with the three dots on the left of the composer option, as you see there. Then you'll see saved replies. Once you've done that, tap on the create button. Okay. Now you get a chance to add a headline for your save reply so that you can easily find it in the future. So for example, we can set up a save reply called annual sale. You can add text and an image to your save reply. And then once you've done that, you're going to click save. And now this automatic response is ready for you next time someone says, hey, when is your next annual sale? Or hey, can you give me details about your annual sales? Tap a couple of buttons and voila, you responded. And now you can get back to focusing on your business. Now let's talk about insights. This is one of my favorite. The checker gets what the checker checks. So the insight tool is going to let you know what posts and ads are performing well and which ones aren't. So that way you can see which pieces of content are resonating more with your audience. So when you do this, you can access your Facebook and Instagram insights and learn how many people are engaging with your content. How many people is your content reaching? You can also see specifically how their stories are doing, how your ads are, and which posts are doing. So if you're doing some testing right now, hey, I want to see if 15-second videos or 30-second videos are getting more engagement from my audience. You can see the data from the two. And so after a week of testing, maybe 15 seconds and a week of testing 30-second videos, I'm getting a lot more engagement, clicks, shares, and even calls from my 15-second videos versus my 30 seconds. So once again, that's just an example, but that is an example of how you can use this data to make informed business decisions to know what type of content to go create going forward. Once again, putting more time back into your calendar so you don't have to worry about guessing going forward. It also is going to let you understand who is engaging with your content more. So you get to learn more about the demographics of the people that are engaging with your posts. So am I getting more engagement from men, women, youth, adults, things of that nature? So you can see those demographic pieces of information. So now you can make, once again, more informed decisions about what kind of content, offerings, and posts to make for your particular business. Now let's review the insights you can view on posts and stories via the Business Suite tool. Once you do this, you're going to be able to understand which photos and videos are performing best on our platforms, particularly Facebook and Instagram. And you can use that information to make customized content going forward. You can even see how you're performing based on metrics such as shares, likes, emojis. So which post got more smiley face emojis versus sad face, or thumbs ups or love. So all those little things are going to let you know what is working the best for your particular business. Now let's kind of walk through it. From the home tab, you can choose which posts you want to boost in regards to after you've looked at your analytics and insights, saying, these types of content are really performing well. So maybe I should go ahead and start boosting or put a little bit more money behind these pieces of content because I want to get a few more eyes on them. So in order to do that, from the home tab, you're going to see the boost post button, which is blue. Once you identified that, select it. Next, see what your boosted post will look like once it goes live. And then select the button that will appear on the ad. So this is what we call a call to action button, or CTA. Do you want them to learn more? Click now, subscribe, things of that nature. Then it gives you the opportunity to determine what audience do you want to see your ad. Do you want people just in the California area? Do you want everyone in the United States? Maybe a 5-mile radius of your business address? You have all these options that are available to you. Then you get a chance to set your budget. You can literally say, I want to spend maybe $5 a day $50 a day, or as you can see in the example, $70 a day. You are in complete control of your budget and how long the ad runs. So if you only want to run it for 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, you are in control of that. And once you've done all of this, you click Boost Post Now, and now you're done and you're ready to go. So in closing, as we get ready to transition to question and answer session, let's look at a recap of what we just learned. First, we talked about how to create, schedule, and manage content using Facebook and Instagram from one place with our Business Suite tool. Then we talked about how to use the inbox and messenger to connect with customers and automate messages to save more time. And lastly, my favorite, how to look at your insights on posts and ads in order to understand your customers a little bit better. Now, as promised, if you're ready to write this down, there's a writable I promised you. Here are a group of modules that will take you step by step over every single thing that I just covered. If you want to go to facebook.com/blueprint, once again, facebook.com/blueprint, everything I covered today and much more will walk you through step by step on free on-demand modules that you can access anytime and then watch as many times as you want to learn how to use every single tool that we talked about today. So once again, facebook.com/blueprint. And in closing, on behalf of Meta, thank you for taking time with us today and attending this session. I'm going to pass it back to the team and we're going to go ahead and transition into Q&A.
Tristan, thank you so much for that information. That was wonderful. That was amazing. If we can all hear claps right now, that'd be amazing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick. We're gonna get back into the Q&A session. So let me go ahead and present that right there. Okay, so question and answer. So I believe there was a couple of questions. So just really quick, I did get a question. This session is being recorded, so it will be available on our website. And that website, I'm sorry, I did actually post that in the actual chat. I'll go ahead and repost it right now, but it will be available once we actually end this session. And I want to say by end of day today, it should be on there. So to get started with the questions, I'm going to scroll up. Let's see. The first question that I see is, can I use Meta Business Suite for more than one business within one account?
That's a great question. So if you have multiple business pages, you can connect them to the Business Suite, and then it will allow you to toggle through the business pages that you have access to via whether it be admin access, editor access, or advertiser access. So you can manage multiple business pages and Instagram business accounts from Business Suite.
Awesome. All right. So we have another question. I have more than one small business. Can I set up one business with Suite account to manage both businesses? And then can I allow certain employees to manage messages to have permissions for one business or another? By having access to my business suite, will the employee be able to access my personal Facebook account? So a couple of questions in there.
Yeah, several questions. Okay, so the first part of the question, I believe I just answered. So yes, you can have multiple businesses in the Business Suite. So you're good there. What was the second question? I was trying to keep up with all of them.
No problem. And can I allow certain employees to manage messages and have permission for one business or another?
Got it. Yes. So you can give someone on your team access to your Business Suite. I just kind of want to give a personal or pro tip. Be careful who you give admin access to any of your Meta properties, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, things like that. You typically want to give them what we call editor access, or maybe even advertiser access. Editor access allows them to respond to comments on posts, messages on Facebook and Instagram. But once you give someone admin access, they're equal with you. So for whatever reason, they want to lock you out of your account, that is an option. So when giving someone access, make sure it's either editor or below, and they can still do everything you need, respond, reply, make posts, things of that nature. But you don't have to worry about ever getting locked out or having access to your personal account. I believe that was the third question there. So I think I got all three.
Yes, you did. Perfect. So we definitely don't want to give someone access, especially, along those lines. Be careful.
Unless you trust them, right? But, if you're hiring a virtual assistant overseas and you want to give them full access to your business page, Instagram account, might be a little risky. So just editor access would be safe for people you don't have a good relationship or strong relationship with.
Perfect. Okay. I'm scrolling down. Some of the questions have already been answered. Can you please explain post insights a bit more? Define accounts reached and engage, profile activity, and impressions.
Okay, so I'll start with the first half and then I'll probably have to come back for the second half. So post insights literally tells you how many people your post reached organically, what they did with it. Did they like it? Did they comment on it? Did they share it? And it gives you the data to let you see, okay, let's just say for the last week, how did all of my posts perform? And it gives you a snapshot of every single post and every comment, engagement, things like that. So now you can make informed business decisions, because let's say one week you were testing out memes with inspirational quotes, and then the next week you're testing out 15-second or 30-second videos. Well, that first week you may see your numbers not so great, or in the second week numbers are great. So now I know definitively my audience is performing really well with my video content versus my still image content, or whatever the case may be for your particular situation. So the insights let you see that specifically. Now, what was the second half of that question? I already forgot it.
Define accounts reached and engaged, profile activity, and impressions.
Got it. So accounts reached means the number of different individuals that saw that particular piece of content. So if it says this post reached 500 different accounts, it means 500 different individual Facebook or Instagram accounts saw that particular piece of content. And what was the black half of that?
That was pretty much
that was it? Okay.
Yeah. Can you please explain post insights a bit more? Yeah, you answered that question.
Awesome. I just want to make sure I'm thorough.
And then Tristan, I want to let you know you have a lot of comments in here saying that you're a great presenter. Thank you. Very informative. Great information.
Thank you.
So want to highlight that as well. Great job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. And let's see another question scrolling down. Does the use of these tools depend on whether it is a B2B or B2C business?
Absolutely not. So if you're going straight to business to consumer, so for those who may not know what that means, or business to business, the tools work just the same.
Perfect. And I believe this is the last question in the chat. We have a couple in the Q&A, so I'll switch after. I have run many ads using targeting with some results in gaining leads. I most recently did an ad using the pixel audience targeting the leads I have converted thus far, but I got 0 results. Where can I learn how to use this audience feature more effectively to target the specific demographic I want?
Great question. So I put the link to the modules that we discussed earlier in the chat section. So it's facebook.com/blueprint. You can go in there and look for ads specifically. And there's several modules that talk about targeting, retargeting, lead campaigns, and things like that, that you can go through anytime you want at your own pace, and it will walk you through step-by-step how to create ads, how to optimize them, things of that nature as well.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to move on to Q&A. I see there's 2 questions over here, so I'm going to switch over. All right, I got a question from Miguel. Does the use of these tools depend on whether it is, oh, I'm sorry, that's the same question. Sorry. All right. So will we get a recording of this? So just one more time, I'm going to go ahead and say this. This session is being recorded, and it will be available on our website. I did type that website, but I'm going to go ahead and paste it one more time. So give me 1 second, guys. And just a quick reminder, if you do not know where the chat and the Q&A feature is, if you do have questions, it should be up at the top or the bottom of your screen. So it should be chat or Q&A, and you can type your questions there. Right. Meanwhile, I am pasting that. I believe we got another question, so bear with me. I just posted the link right there, so that's where the recording will be available. Where exactly did you post the links again? I just posted it right now, so you should be able to see that. All right, so just a couple seconds, see if there are any other questions. Looks like no other questions are coming in as of right now. All right.
Well, this is a great group.
Okay, so it seems like there's no other questions. So I'm now going to be moving on from the Q&A and going into my next slide. There are a couple of slides that I want to go ahead and mention before we actually end this session. So let's move on. Upcoming webinars. So these are our last 2 webinars that we are hosting for the end of our fiscal year. So that ends June 30th. So just a heads up, we do have the next upcoming webinar, which would be May 22nd, around the same time, actually, 11 to 12, yes. So this webinar is going to be focused on growing your small business with workforce assistance programs. So different types of programs that are available to your business, whether that be subsidized employment, unsubsidized employments, programs for your business, like on-the-job trainings, paid work experience, retainment, layoff aversion, and so much more. So definitely don't want to miss that. So that again is going to be May 25th, and you can register today at www.laedc.org/coronavirus. All right, and then the last one I should say is Let's Get Certified, Business Enterprise Certification 101. That is going to be hosted June 8th, same time, 11 to 12, to learn about contract readiness, what's a business enterprise certification means for your business, and how to navigate the certification process. Again, you can register for that webinar at www.laedc.org/coronavirus. All right, I'm going to go ahead and post my information once again. So again, my name is Erwin Silva. My email is there. Feel free to get in contact with me. Again, I will be communicating with each one of you guys to sit down and go with that one-on-one consultation and see exactly what needs and how I can assist your business further. All right, so I want to go ahead and thank our speakers today and everyone that actually attended. Myra, thank you so much. And Tristan, thank you so much for that wonderful information. We value our partnership and we're glad that we were able to have this wonderful session. Very informative and definitely a great presentation from Tristan. All right, thank you everyone for joining. I hope you all have a great day.